photo of all of them holding it. And that was just so special because I do realize that it's lonely. They often have one DVD, and some guy will say, I was out for 8 years and I only had your one DVD. It's amazing what they do for us in any way that I can make them ease their time. It's awesome.
Sure.
Man, you flipped it back on her. She's doing the explanations now.
Right. What are your thoughts on college football players? College football in general.
So you understand the Justin Brent situation, right? This was the kid that I took to the Knicks game. I don't know if you guys saw this, but before the draft this year, a writer, some hack from the Indy Star, wrote this article that was interviewing Justin that was like, oh, it was a blip and I embarrassed my family by being with a porn star and I only saw her that once. Mind you, I was able to screen grab all the DMs that are leading up until 2 months ago.
That is a bad idea, bro.
Look through all of your own profiles and block me and delete that stuff before you smack talk. So my only goal was to make sure he didn't get drafted, and then also to speak to somebody on each team that if he did get drafted, his first day in the locker room would be a nice ass beating. So he didn't get drafted.
All right.
Don't cross Lisa
Joe for real.
That one went.
Hell hath no fury. Watch the fuck out.
I've just never had a guy be embarrassed to have sex with me
Yeah.
before. So this was a new thing, and my friends loved it. They're like, oh my God, this guy's slut-shaming you so bad. He's so embarrassed that he has sex with you. I'm like, he also forgot that I had a Fox reporter that wanted to do an interview with us, and this was in 2016. So I had Flinder come to LA. I had Justin come over. I made them both dinner. But I said to Flinder, Dick does not get in my interviews, right? So do not waste space. No real estate for him. But when I give you the green light, you can print this article, right? So years go by, and this happens. And right away I text Flinder, I go, remember that interview you did? It's go time.
Damn, you're vicious, girl. All right, so this is our first candidate here. So
Connor,
get one last look
No, I'm
over.
not.
And we'll,
Are you engaged?
No.
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. So he's off the market. That was my last question.
Yeah.
Any other
She's also
questions?
probably not going to
No.
love how you said that,
Okay.
but yeah.
I'm sorry. I had one last question. What really was the impetus for you to write your book?
I think it's something that everybody should really attempt to do because it's one of these things that seems so overwhelming, and it's a goal that just once you make that happen, you kind of sit back and you're like, wow, I did that. I have a book on Amazon. It's way cooler than a porn. It's way cooler than the bathtub. This is unique. And also, it gives you that sense of permanence where you really start to look at your life. And I'm almost finished with my second book right now. I'm a huge reader myself. I love autobiographies.
What are you reading right now?
All right, cons.
Yeah, we got other candidates. This is not your time. At least
Sorry.
Right now, I'm reading a
book club with
I'm
Lisa
reading a
Ann.
book called The Edge.
Oh, yeah, sure. I read
Slight
that.
Edge.
Yeah.
It's a great book, right? So I go back and forth between habit, power, all these good reading, thinking books, and then I read a Ronda Rousey or a Tina Fey or a fun autobiography.
This is going to go very differently when we get Glennie in here.
It
Get
was
the fuck out, Connor.
All right,
next,
I'll leave.
Next
I did enjoy your
candidate's up.
book.
Thank you, Connor. I'm
And
so flattered.
listen, if you need anyone to go with you to any sporting events, you can ask these guys. I'm great to go.
Okay, great. I don't think people would mess with me if I was with you guys, right?
No, probably not.
Okay.
I mean,
Probably yes.
Thanks,
yeah, I don't
Connor.
know. That I'm not sure about
I
that.
have my
but
mental notes on Connor.
all right, so that's candidate number one.
Okay.
Send in whoever's next at the door here.
This is fantastic. How'd you guys wrangle this to happen?
This is Trent.
Hi, Trent.
Trent is
How
from
are you?
Iowa.
I'm well, how are you?
Come
Trent,
pop
you're
a seat
from
with
Iowa.
He's from
I'm
Iowa.
from Iowa,
He is a
yeah.
part of
What do you know?
Foreplay.
What do you know about Iowa?
I know
Anything?
those Iowa boys that ran a Twitter account called Those Iowa Boys. Who
Oh,
all
I did
got-
know them. Yeah.
Okay,
When I
so-
first started out, they were a big deal when I first started.
So I'm really good friends with them, and they've all moved to separate places. When I do gigs, one of them lives in Denver, so
Okay.
he's my fake security in Denver, so we can hang out. We
Okay.
initially met, of course, at a strip club, and then right before I was going to retire, I went back to that club, and they wrote me this handwritten letter about what I've done for them and how exciting they are to watch the next chapter of my life. And I was like, oh my God, these kids are so
Yeah, I mean,
cute.
Iowa people are nice.
And they
We're
are
super
really
nice. We're the nicest guys in the world.
And the strip clubs are BYOB. So
Strip club. It's the best part.
It's
Strip
so
clubs.
cool.
What you do is you walk in. They've got these round tables, and then there's ice and chat. They just put ice in there, and you
throw
can bring
your
your own
beers in?
beer.
Wow.
And then they also bring. They bring if you bring a bunch of girls with you, they'll bring them up on stage and they'll take their shirts off. Any
And
thoughts
also,
on that?
The bouncers
Like they
clean
ask
house.
the girls, or they just cut them
So
off from the
at
back?
the end of the night, when they drain all the ice out of those things,
Yeah.
you realize how much liquor gets left behind. So the bouncers get
Oh, yeah.
6 extra cases of beer from and they line it all up on the stage at the end of the night, and then everybody that works there decides who's taking what.
Bars close at 2 a.m. in Iowa. So strip clubs close at 4 a.m. So when the bars would close, we'd go to a gas station,
Grab
buy a bunch
30,
of beer,
go over.
and then go to the strip club just to drink more, not to And there also happened to be naked women there, which was an advantage as
So,
well.
are you single?
Yes, I am.
Completely single, not seeing
As
anybody
single
right
as it gets,
Let
Lisa.
me give you a couple stats on Trent. First of all, he is part of the Foreplay podcast, which is pretty much at this point the #1 golf podcast in the world.
Yep.
now? Oh, then you're my friend then, because I'm starting to take lessons.
There you go.
And
How's it going
I
so
want to
far?
start playing DFS golf. So I watch
Right.
like crazy. So,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
It's
we
about
got the
getting-
#1 golf
swing
podcast in the
around
world.
Boobs is different.
Yeah, that's gotta be-
Yeah, I don't know how that
It's
is.
different.
That's gotta be
You
tough.
did it differently for your
Yeah,
client.
well, actually, I know how it goes. It's pretty
Wow.
tough.
So this is also
foreplay.
Trent. This is like his
It's called
uniform.
foreplay.
I am
Get it?
totally
Do you get
listening
it?
to this.
Get it? It's a
Of
double
course I
entendre.
get it.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. Yeah. Yeah, you
He
get it.
wears the khakis and black shirt
This is it.
exclusively every day.
I wear it every
This is
day.
the Trent uniform.
I love it though. He doesn't have to worry about anything else in his wardrobe.
And you know what? It's like
Thank
very
you.
like I know it's his uniform. I know it's his thing. He's like owns that now.
I never have to think about it. So I just get up every morning, I put this on. The only problem is I've been losing weight and gaining weight pretty much, a lot over the last 6 months. So the sizes are a little off. So I feel like, I don't know. That's my only problem with the uniform. But other than that, it goes really
and also
well.
speaking of
Do you-
size, he was the biggest baby ever born in Iowa history.
Oh, no
How many pounds? How many
way.
ounces?
How many pounds do you think?
13.2.
That was really close.
Really fucking close.
14.
What?
Yeah, 14
Your
pounds.
mother.
Yup.
Was
She's
it
a-
natural?
No, God, no.
You'd be like, wow,
God,
your
no.
mother.
Absolutely not.
I think Trent's mother's like, wow, Lisa Ann.
Did she have any kids after you?
I'm the youngest. So yeah, she had 3. No, none after me.
Okay.
But
You-
Yeah, that's a.
It's okay.
I'm not nervous at all. Like, not even a little bit. I came in here and was super confident. Just like, that's how I
You
lead.
were, I thought you were cruising until then.
That's how I lead my
By the way,
life.
I'm going to favorite
Wake up
foreplay
confident.
and start watching and stalking you on social media, and I will comment on what I listen to.
You actually follow me on Twitter.
Okay, good.
I don't follow you. No, sorry.
Okay.
Why don't you follow me?
I thought it was a cool move to not follow you. You followed me. I was like,
I don't know. I don't know if that's big dick energy, bro.
Okay, so like I don't put a lot of porn and stuff up on there, so there's nothing offensive. But
no,
like,
I don't care.
That's what it would be. It would
When
be
I-
offensive.
when I-
We'd be like, Trent's like, I can't see this.
when I
mean,
start
what if
tweeting
he
at
puts
him, and
up
then my
naked
guy
pictures?
fans realize, you're tweeting at him, he doesn't even follow you, and I'm like, I asked him in person.
Yeah.
He said he just was playing it cool.
Yeah, I'm playing it cool.
I can't DM
Still
you,
am.
if you're not you're not.
I'm just.
following
I was
me.
waiting for this moment when I came in and could tell you that I don't follow you on Twitter.
Okay,
How did it work?
that's
right.
big dick energy, right?
All right. Option number 2 is
Yes. That's a little big dick energy.
that was the
That
tense
was
moment. That was
well
going to
done.
go one way or the
I
other.
don't know which way it was going to go.
Fired me up. All right, you're out of here. We got
All right,
All right,
sweet.
we're halfway through. We got 2 more
could
for
do
you.
this all
Now
day.
these next 2
I
are.
love that you guys arranged this. Thank you. I'm so flattered.
These are also the guys in the office that to be honest, all of them have enough big dick energy because this is actually a very insecure office. And so I picked the guys who I knew could handle it. Glenny Balls. You're going to go right here. You're actually going to pop on the
and
mic.
Glenny, you were on the podcast with Asa, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yes.
yep.
Asa loves Glenny.
That's how I know
Glenny,
you.
let me tell you something about him. He usually does Hawaiian shirt Fridays. He heard you were coming in today.
Threw it on Thursday.
We're doing Hawaiian shirt Thursdays.
So what do you do tomorrow? No
Wear a
show?
Hawaiian shirt.
He'll just double
I
up,
got
yeah.
a Hawaiian. I got a lot, so I can wear it.
I will admit the fedora is the new look. I think he's dressing up for you.
No, the fedora was on my desk since I've gotten here. I've just had it here. And I just wanted to get my phone when Brendan texted me to come in here, and I was like, oh, that fedora was just sitting there.
this
Maybe
is
it's
the
meant to
moment.
be. Why not throw it on?
This was the fedora moment,
Yeah.
and the fedora could also lead to other things. So, questions you have? I have a question for you. Girlfriend, or are you single?
What do you think? I'm single. I just got my first Bumble match in like 10 years earlier.
My
God,
guy.
I was just gonna ask you if you're on any dating apps.
There you
No, I
go.
just love to. Me and my friends love to go on Bumble. It's just so much fun. You just swipe and then like nothing comes of it. But
You can always use
Just
a
there for the
photo
love of
of
the game.
someone like myself and really have some fun with it. I tell my
well,
friends, set
I
up
mean,
fake
I
profiles.
thought
It's fun.
I thought I had the ultimate Bumble cheat code when I went on Andy Cohen. I was a bartender at Andy Cohen one time.
Watch what happens
so I
live.
leave that on my as my Bumble picture. And I'm
Smart
like,
man.
I think I would. That like first month, the matches were flowing at a high rate, but then after that, it died down.
We just got to get your picture game. We got to up your picture game. That's all.
I mean, what better picture can you ask for than bartending
yeah, but
at Andy Cohen?
then
on
it gets
Bumble?
stale. You got to
Right.
rotate them.
and also,
Do you
it
always
could-
talk like that?
it-
talk
it-
like
I
that.
know.
Look at
I know.
that.
it could be confusing.
Yeah.
It could be sexually confusing. I'm just saying.
I also threw one on recently 2 weeks ago. I have a picture from when I was out in Montreal like last year, and I had my Hawaiian shirt unbuttoned at a club.
Yeah,
And
buddy.
I threw that on there because I feel like why hide it? So I threw that on there. Hasn't increased the matches either.
It could
What-
come
what would
off
you
a little
think, Lisa?
creepy.
What-
that could
what-
come
what-
off a little
Do you think
What
so?
creepy.
type of
All right, I'll
picture
take
in
it.
general for Glenny and in general do you think girls would be attracted to on a dating app? Just a normal picture.
I like it
or
when a
something?
guy takes a picture next to a car that you know is not his. Like he sees a Maserati in a parking lot. He's like, "Oh, this could be my new Avi. This is great." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that's not your car."
Are you on social media apps?
On dating apps?
Yeah.
No,
I
but
was gonna
once
say,
in a while.
you're like, I like when he's in the picture.
Here's
What do
what
you
we
mean?
do. Once in a while, my friends and I love to go to Tahoe. So that's like a vacation place. And we'll get an Airbnb and, smoke some weed, if I'm allowed to say that here right now.
Sure.
Have
Literally
a couple
whatever you want to say.
cocktails. And then I'm like, let's set up a profile. Let's just fuck with people. So it flies. Like,
Oh, I'm sure it
it's an
does.
instant feed. It's like
I'm
a feed.
sure
And then we just start and then I delete it. It's
Yeah.
just fun to see what people say.
Oh, there's so many guys who are like, it's happening, dude, and then just got.
And they
never,
also, it
nothing,
makes Bumble
ghost 'em.
money because after they spend so many messages, then they have to pay for something
Yeah,
else.
no, I used to do that with Asa. I would make Asa fake accounts and just
It's
sit on them
so
for hours.
fun.
It's a wild scene.
My friends also take my phone and they'll be like, "Let me just read your Twitter DMs for a while." And
Yeah,
I
that's
just
gotta
read
be.
them.
You should have a show just called like Lisa Ann's DMs and
I've
just read them out
considered
loud.
it.
Like that's gotta be the most entertaining thing in the world.
I've considered
Good, bad,
this.
ugly, whatever.
Okay, so sexual partners. Have you ever been with more than one woman at a time?
Of course not. I would love to. I mean, that's on my bucket list.
But if you had the
He's like,
big-
I'm up for it. I mean,
if you
if
had
you're
the
pitching
big
something,
dick
do it.
energy, right? If he had the big dick energy and he was with a girl who saw it and she wanted to show it off to a friend, I feel by then you would have been with 2 women at one time.
That's true. That's true. I mean, word of mouth. But how much is word of mouth spread in New York City? There's a lot of millions of people here.
I would want to
It's not,
show it
it's
off.
not like we live in like a town with 2,000 people. You know what I'm saying? We live in a city.
Listen, you're working for a big company right now. You are literally balling. This is the peak for you. If I were you, I'd jump on the possibility. Meet a girl, whip it out. See, does she have a friend that would like to share it with you?
Actually, next time you have a girl, say, unless you bring your friend, take a fucking hike.
Yeah, I
Two
would.
or
I would be
none.
like Lil Wayne. I want my chicks in twos. Okay.
I'm going to just cut this video and keep it on my phone in case somebody asks me. And then just
There
have
you
that
go.
show at the bars.
Okay.
Flash
So
around.
I'm a little concerned. We don't have as
Yeah, what
much,
are you gonna do?
but we're going to the next one. We'll get back to
Okay.
you. But I thank you for wearing the fedora for me. I'm gonna do photos with all of you after this.
Yeah, your Bumble could be popping,
Put
bud.
that
Don't
on
worry.
put that on your profile.
Final contestant
I'll even
here.
put a quote that says, "Seen it, been there, done that." Loved it.
Final contestant was very excited when he heard you were coming in. He actually like fist pumped, like threw his
Here
hands
we
to the
go.
sky. My man Zaha.
Look at the strut. Look at the strut. Let's go.
That, my friend, is big dick energy.
Come on, sit down.
Over here.
Pop on over here. This is, I mean, case closed,
Like,
game
I'm like,
over.
Zah's got the fucking huge dick. That was unbelievable.
I thought the
all-
pink shorts.
Oh yeah, it's over.
How's it going?
It's
Great,
over,
great
bud.
to meet you.
It's great to meet you too.
Big fan of your fantasy show, by the way.
Oh, really?
Smart move.
I'm a big
Smart
fan.
move.
Smart move. See?
He knows.
He knows. He knows. Are you taken at this moment? Do you have a girlfriend?
No. I'm
Okay.
as single as a $2 bill.
Okay, but
Single as a $2 bill.
you've definitely had 2 women at one time.
Yeah.
See, I
Once-
knew
once
it. I
in
knew
my
it.
life.
I knew it. I knew it. Okay.
Zah just finished up raising a fucking boatload of money for the victims in Zimbabwe from
There we go.
the what was it, a typhoon?
Cyclone, yeah.
So he does
good
good
for
charity
you.
work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He came here. He called up my show on the air as a caller and said, "I just want to let you guys know we've made it all the way to Zimbabwe. Barstool's big over here. I'm spreading it around my village." And we're like, "Why don't you come in, say what's up?" Next thing you know, got a job.
This is fantastic.
we are.
That is really powerful. Do you still have family there?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's
Born,
Just
and,
got
born
back.
and grow.
Yeah.
big
Actually, just
move.
got, yeah, actually just
big
got back from
move
it.
for you. And with this now, you now can do this again when need be because you have this
Absolutely,
whole
when need be.
following.
The following
Do you
and all
follow me on Twitter?
Yes, I do. I believe so.
See, there we go.
Trent said he didn't, and it was
Trent.
a tense moment.
Yeah.
Trent's a big baby, but we should just call Trent Big Baby better. Do you have any questions for me?
Do I have any questions for you?
Picture this.
Not
We
that
meet
I-
in a street. We're alone. It's late. We're just walking 2 lonely people. We have our moment. Neither of us are really going anywhere. There's no train we're going to make. What would you do in that moment? What would you say?
What would I say?
Would you just
God
grab
damn,
my
you
hand
put
and
me-
start
you put me
walking
on
with
that.
me?
I
walk
would.
and talk?
I would.
A walk and talk.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm a walk and talk kind of guy. I'm a
Okay,
smooth,
we got
smooth
big dick
operator
energy.
kinda.
We have big dick energy.
I thought the pink shorts, the pink shorts
pink
were
shorts,
blowing
he
my. I
told
thought
me-
that was blowing me off.
he-
You know?
he-
No,
He
no,
said,
you know what? It was the walk. I mean, you
Okay.
walked
strut was
in
something.
like, okay, you walked in. Yeah, you've got that.
There we go. There we go.
Well done.
Well done, Zah. Great
Thank you,
appearance.
thank you, thank you.
And congratulations on being so positive for your community. That's fantastic.
So out of it, we had Cons the veteran. We got
Super nice guy.
Trent Big
Definitely-
Baby.
Yep, Big Baby.
Glenny Balls
Yep.
and Zah.
Zah.
Zah's the
Zah's the
He's
winner.
one.
100%.
Zah's
No
the one.
doubt in my mind. Oh, we have another?
Oh, we got a late entry. We got a late entry.
Come on, get over here.
This is we call him Young Mantis.
Young Mantis, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
You too.
Mwah, okay, listen.
Lisa, he's got a jet. He just wants to say goodbye. He's heading out to. He's going to the game.
Hey, better late than pregnant. Just tell the game to wait for you. Okay. So nice to meet you. I hope to see you again soon.
I'm sure we will.
So let's talk about your sexual preferences. Have you been with 2 women at one time?
No, I'm not. I'm straight up. I'm a virgin. I really
Well,
am.
we haven't worked this out yet.
I actually was not aware.
But this is a new
You
conversation.
didn't know that?
No.
Oh, I thought everybody knew.
How old are you?
22.
Oh, he's still young. Okay, this
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
that. So are we in search of? Are you on any dating apps or?
Oh, I'm on everything.
Okay,
I'm
he's
on
on
it. I
everything.
believe
It's
you
just
moved for a
I'm
while.
just very insecure because
Okay.
I have this physical condition. I don't know if you saw the way I walked in, but I have BDS, and it's called big dick syndrome. And it's just like, it's my back. It's so big that my back, I literally walk like this, and it's really hard to deal with.
It is because you're carrying that thing,
Yeah.
right? And it's a lot of extra weight. And the way you get dressed and the way you walk, you have to make sure that it's tucked, right? I
Yeah,
see that you wear
try to-
longer shorts, that
Yeah.
you are prepared, and you're using the Jordan thing to deflect from your big dick in a longer shirt, right?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
women are afraid of it. So when
That's
he brushes
gotta
up
be it.
against him
I
and they feel it,
understand
they
it.
walk away.
You're like, I
Yeah.
can't handle that.
That's the
I
problem.
can't handle Young Mantis.
Yeah. That is a problem, but we're going to work on this.
Okay.
We need to at least take him to a strip club.
Yeah. Something.
yeah.
There's sex
Anything.
that happens there.
I would have to imagine.
Yeah. There
You roll into
definitely
a strip
Please,
club
yeah.
with Lisa Ann, and I would imagine
We're going to make this
things go
happen.
differently.
Okay.
for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just hit me up.
But he does have the big dick energy. There's a good tie going on by our last 2.
Okay.
Definitely
and you know
a
what?
big
I
tie.
probably could have told you that ahead of time. If I
You
had
saved
to
them. They were
guess,
like ringers. I mean, you laid
Yeah,
it out all
I
wrong.
mean-
It's like a bikini contest. They make them get hotter progressively as the last girl comes out. She's Miss Hawaiian
gotta
Tropic.
build the tension.
Yeah.
You know.
Well done.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
So nice.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Get in there.
There you go.
I hope you follow me on Twitter so we can talk later.
Will do.
I'm gonna get a girl to come and hunt him down out front of here. Wouldn't it be so cute if a girl was just at your front door with roses for him when he walked
Like The
down to work?
Bachelor?
Yeah.
Will you accept this rose?
Will you accept all of these roses and take me home with you? So cute. My gosh.
Well done. That was
Thank
that was something.
A lot of research, in my life. So
I mean,
this
I
is
think
something-
Connor would have done a whole fucking hour with you. It's like, all right, enough, Cons. Let's
Yeah, you
let's
know
keep
what?
moving.
Kind of, but now I'm going to be listening to Foreplay as
There you
well.
go.
So I'll be stalking
There you go.
him and forcing him to follow. Oh, thank you so much. He came in to tell me he just followed me. I'm so touched. Amazing group you've got.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention because you had your custom Jordan designed by
Yes.
Rich Franklin, who actually he makes our clothes. He designs.
He's so cool.
That's actually the perfect way to put it. He's just like so fucking cool.
He's so cool. I just
Just
went
like-
to see his place in Philly, and he comes out and he's wearing this like black long Nike kind of.
Yes,
like
the
no
long
one else
jackets.
can pull that
none of
off.
it.
But like
he's always saying like, I'll design that for you. I'm like, dude, I can't wear
no
that.
one else can wear it.
Make me a T-shirt. I can't fucking wear a 3/4 length, but he pulls it all off.
He looks great in
Uh-huh.
it. So I took in a dress that I wore to host the Urban X Awards back in 2010, and we're cutting that dress apart now to use on part of my new sneaker.
Very cool.
Yeah.
The first one was the
Super
purple
dope.
blue. It was
Yes,
very cool. Very
yes,
cool.
yes. I love sneakers, as you can see. 'Cause I feel like on radio, I'm usually from here up. Why should I struggle and wear heels?
That's why I left this table open so that people could show their sneakers off.
Yeah, that's great.
like
I
that
got my
one.
kicks on.
What do you like as far as tangible items? Let's say your sneaker, your custom sneaker versus your custom flashlight. I feel like that's kind of like the ultimate, like when you made it, right?
Yeah, the fleshlight was something that every girl wants because
Like-
we get a residual income, and anytime you get a check every month, you don't know what it's going to be. It's exciting, right?
Is that big money?
It is big money.
See, I
it was
feel like
really
that's-
big money the first 4 or 5 years you have yours.
Yeah.
Big money. But then they lost their patent and other companies are doing it, and they brought in a lot of girls.
I
so
think
it's
there's
not as good.
a stigma still against guy sex toys.
But the way they sell makes me think everyone owns one, just doesn't tell their friends.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But when they first came out, they made a mouth. So you had a mouth, your butt, and your vagina. And the mouth was so creepy. It was just your mouth, right? So I always had a mouth. Like any party I'd go to, I'd bring the mouth. I'd have a bunch of pre-rolled joints. And I'd lay them on my lips so people would actually have to walk up to it and touch it because it was just so creepy. And I still have my mouth for that one reason, but they did discontinue it.
What a goddamn host. Yep, here's my mouth mold and some weed.
You
Like,
gotta,
let's have
you
a
know,
fucking blast.
You gotta have fun with the creepy.
I mean, that's the only way to do it, right?
It's the only way to do it. When
I
I'm
feel like
getting
you've
ready to
embraced it very well.
I have. Like when I'm getting to webcam, if someone texts me, "What are you doing later?" I'm like, "Well, I'm masturbating on the internet Saturday night." You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah, I
I'm
think there's
webcamming.
something,
What do you
there's
think?
something very like liberating, empowering, however you want to say it, about when you talk about what is taboo. If you're just
Yeah.
like, I'll talk about sex. You've seen me naked. You've
Yeah.
seen me have sex. I'll talk about who I've hooked up with. I'll talk about numbers, like whatever you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't faze me.
No.
I feel like you can talk to the most powerful, successful, whatever person, but they're still going to be like, whoa.
People are
shit,
still
like,
very
you let it
uncomfortable.
fucking fly, huh?
And you should, because this is how I became me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there's a very special guy in my life that's been in my life for about 10 years. And we've just been so close and such good friends. And he always says to
Romantically?
me, romantically, not exclusively.
On and off, yeah.
But always the same. But I just don't like, I'm not a relationship person. I tried it once. I was married in my 20s. I just am a free bird. But what he says to me is, he goes, it's every step that you take in life is what creates how people meet you. So if you turned your back and weren't as excited about everything you've already done, then it wouldn't make sense. The intersection wouldn't be the same. So
Some
I've
deep
learned
shit.
to really embrace it and enjoy it.
That's a guy I'd get down with.
Yeah.
I can understand why he's been with Lisa Ann for 10 years. That's some deep shit
he's
right there.
so cool because he just gets it. He's like,
Yeah.
this is how you're you.
Yeah, but so many people don't.
I know that
Like,
because
so
I hear
many
other
people
people's
don't.
opinions,
Yeah.
neighbors, you know,
Yeah.
people who are just like, oh no, it's her. You
Yeah.
know, so many people don't.
You just get over that, though? You just don't care anymore?
I
mean, we get a
don't-
lot of heat. I take a lot of personal heat, and eventually you just, like, I don't care. I guess I still care, but
Right.
I can't let it, like, stop me.
Right.
But I wonder, do you reach a point where you genuinely don't care, or you just genuinely stop letting it affect you?
I made a rule when social media started never to check it when I'm either tired or hungry. Like, you know, people want to sit at the airport and
Smart.
they've been waiting for a flight. That's
No,
the
that's when you're
worst
the
time.
angriest
You're
and the-
angry.
yeah.
That's when you read a book. And so when I made those
Smart.
rules, it got easier. And sure, some things still bother you.
Yeah.
But like people say things to me to my face sometimes, and I've now been strong enough to say, I get it. What you're projecting is what hasn't happened for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I first started with Sirius, I would get nonstop tweets. How do we take fantasy sports advice from a girl who used to take dicks in her ass?
Mm-hmm.
And I would write back and say, I'm sorry no one's let you put their dick in her ass. You know, it's
Yep.
not about me.
Right.
But it is hard. People say brutal things on a daily basis, right?
I mean it. Yes, very
Brutal.
much so. That's what's funny. Whenever we get heat from other blogs or other publications that are basically just jealous, they're always like, well, you should see what their fans said to me on Twitter. And I'm like, bro, you should see what those same fans say to me. I hate them more than you. Like, I
Yeah.
catch it 10 times worse than you. So, yeah, I mean, people can be deep, dark. But I'd imagine, especially doing the sports thing, because there's still a barrier where it's
The
like
first year was hard.
but I do think that sometimes there's some legitimacy to like the girl who's like, I love sports, and it's like you're putting on a front. If you like
Right.
sports, fine.
Right.
But if you're like, if it was, I used to be a porn star, but I like sports, and so like I'm not talking about my porn anymore, and I'm just
Right.
doing sports, like. Now you're phony. Now it's not genuine.
And when
Like,
a girl leaves the business and doesn't want to talk about it, but she still uses her stage name for all of her profiles, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not using, like, I'll use Jenna Jameson as an example because she still
Mm-hmm.
gets all this press from the New York Post as Jenna Jameson losing weight on the keto diet. Like, we're still propping up a name that has no relevance in that world. So you still want the fame, but you don't want what comes with it.
Mm-hmm. right.
Own it.
What about Mia Khalifa? I feel like she kind of did the same thing. No.
She kind of did the same thing. And
Yeah.
also, I don't like that she's outed so many people in a negative way.
Big
I
time.
think that's unnecessary.
Yeah.
And some of the guys that came into her DM, like, you got to look at it first. When a guy says, oh, I'm a fan of yours, she would just post that stuff. And I'm like, do you know how much courage it takes for a guy to actually go into your DM and say a compliment?
Mm-hmm.
And they did that to be nice. That was nothing offensive about that. So I really didn't like her for that
And
reason.
honestly, I do have to at some point, like if you DM Mia Khalifa, you're fucking crazy.
Right-
So
right.
at some point, it's kind of on you. It's like,
And
you
also,
know where
like,
this is gonna go, dude.
Why don't you set up your DMs so that you can't get DMs from people you don't follow?
Right.
And why don't, like, come
Yeah,
on.
I mean,
come on, like,
you're gonna complain about it, but you love every second of the attention. You can't have it both
But
ways.
it is tough because people are very cruel online. So
Mm-hmm.
when it does bother you, just take a step back and say, maybe I need to take a walk or get a bite to eat. But usually it's you're tired and hungry.
That's a good
That's
point.
when it's a shit show.
I might employ those rules.
And
to
like
be
when I
honest.
take pictures with the guys, like if I take pictures with all of you and put them on my Instagram, I've learned to just turn off comments.
Yeah.
Just when there's other people, because I don't need this shit flown at you.
Mm.
I can take it. So I just protect anyone who's in a photo with me. And I'm like, no comments on this photo. This is great.
Mama Bear over here protecting the gang. I love it. All right. Well, we appreciate you.